Hello, my name is Jude Hamilton. My science fair project is on animal behavior, and my general topic is, do dogs have a sense of time? I decided to do this for several reasons. One, because I love my dogs. Two, because in my mind, dogs seem to have many of the same personality traits that people have. And third, because one day, my friend said to me, your dog doesn't really understand how long you've been away from the house. If you're gone for 1 minute or 1 hour, it's all the same to her. My dog's name is Tara, and these are the 4 things related to time that I thought I would investigate. Number 1, time spent away from my dog. My observation will be, how does she react to me when I return from a short time away, or a long time away? Number 2, dinner time for Tara. Does she act any certain way when she thinks it's dinner time? And what happens if I delay her dinner time? Number 3, bedtime. Does she have an inner clock like humans that tells her when it's time for bed? And what do I observe when that time comes? Number 4, the amount of time I walk her, I will observe and compare how she behaves after a long walk and a short one. My independent variables will be the changes in her normal routine, or simply the amount of time we do things. My dependent variables will be her behavior or reactions to these changes. I wanted to make sure that observations are not affected by unusual things or circumstances, so my controlled constants or variables will be: Tara will be in her home that she is familiar with. She will have more than one place to sleep. We will walk in the neighborhood that she is familiar with. Her food and the amount of food she gets will not change. The background information that will help me is that Tara is a very smart dog. She used to be a service dog. She has a very good personality. She is well taken care of and has never been abused. Tara is very active and has lots of energy. Number 1, for 3 times I left our house and spent 15 minutes with my friend who lives on our street. When I returned, Tara had little or no reaction to my return. For 3 times, I carefully observed her reaction when I returned from being at school for 8 hours. She was crazy to see me, and it took her at least 10 minutes to calm down. She seemed to be very happy to see me and acted like she missed me a lot. These 2 reactions were very different. My conclusion is that the time difference of 15 minutes to 8 hours made a big difference in her reaction to me. Tara knew the difference between 15 minutes and 8 hours and therefore acted differently. Number 2, I know from living with her, Tara starts acting weird around 5 o'clock. She will stare at me or other members of the family and makes funny noises. In her dog way, she knows it's 5 o'clock and she knows it's dinner time. For 3 different times, I ignored her when she started acting in this way. For about 10 minutes, she just stared at me, kept putting her head in my lap, and would bark at me. After about 10 minutes, she walked into the kitchen and laid down next to her food bowl. My observations tell me that she knew what time of day it was and knew it was dinner time and expected me to feed her at that exact time. Number 3, Tara wants to go to bed every night at 9. Whether we go to bed or not, she always climbs into my parents' beds, either just before or after 9 o'clock. I've seen her do this many, many times. My experiment with this behavior was to close my parents' doors so she couldn't get in their bed. To my surprise, Tara decided to go to bed anyway. Since she couldn't get into my parents' room, she laid down on the kitchen floor and went to sleep. Tara had a sense of time. Tara knew it was 9 o'clock, and despite the change I made, she went to sleep anyway. Number 4, Tara loves to walk. When we get her a leash, she starts acting crazy and gets excited. After her walks, normally about 40 minutes long, she seems very relaxed and sometimes takes a nap. How would she react if she didn't get her normal walk of 40 minutes? 3 times I took Tara for much shorter walks of 5 minutes. All 3 times, when we returned, she kept acting crazy like we hadn't walked at all. She knew the difference between 5 minutes and 40 minutes and knew she had been cheated out of her long walk. Conclusion: although my experiments were very simple, all 4 convinced me that my dog Tara does have a sense of time. She missed me more after a long day of school. She whined and cried for her dinner every day at 5. She laid down and fell asleep at 9 even though she couldn't get onto my parents' bed. And a short walk did not make her happy and relax her like a longer walk. I've concluded that I think my dog is the best, but other dogs have similar brains and probably a similar sense of time.